So I had done a version of this reading earlier, and just as I went to post, this is so annoying, the volume was gone because I have a special microphone, and I guess there's some connection issue. So basically there was like no sound whatsoever. It was like me, like this, very annoying. So anyway, I'm gonna redo it, the reading, because it's impossible, basically. It's impossible to like go back to the reading and kind of like, I don't know, just give a overview. Oh, this time it's very irritating when you can't understand what the person is saying. So essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not use the microphone. Okay, I'm very annoyed right now. So I'm going to use the regular microphone of the computer, which sometimes can be a little not as loud as the regular one. Okay. So anyway, today is Saturday, May 5th. Okay. And in this reading I'll just read the question as I've written it. Okay. So, will Democrat moles to Russia, as described in the Steele Dossier, be revealed as a result of the Mueller investigation? So, if you, this reading is part of something a series of questions that have come up for me, okay, about this whole issue with, essentially the issue with now the so-called alt-left. GR, who's a very big supporter of my Patreon channel, she had a question because of her level of support. She can choose questions. So she had questions about 3 specific individuals, and I actually didn't know anything about them. And they are players in several of these sort of like suspicious channels, or they seem to be working to create division. So that's really the core of these questions. So this is the first question. Okay, so just essentially about the question of Russian moles in the Democratic Party, if they exist and if they will be revealed through the Mueller investigation. Okay, and if we could, it's hard to tell who they are. I don't want to accuse anybody. It's not the point here. The point is really to know, generally speaking, whether there are, as described in the dossier, these moles, and whether they will be revealed as a result of the Mueller investigation. Okay, because it seems that we are under a huge an operation to create separation, okay, to create discord and separation, and this is part of it. So this is a question, just repeating the question, will Democrat moles to Russia, right? Democrat meaning members of the Democratic Party, as described in the Steele Dossier, be revealed as a result of the Mueller investigation, okay? All right, so I'm going to lower this, guys. I'm going to lower the screen so we can all look at it together, okay? Oh my glasses on. All right, so let's get to it. Again, I'm kind of like so annoyed right now, so because I've done this before, and it's like, why? Okay, interesting, guys. This is the spy card upside down, okay? Mine is some sort of financial issue. Hillary, okay, but I feel like this is the blonde one upside down especially. It's like what they wanted to do, which is to create havoc, okay? This is like financial problems, issues, news, an invitation, message, isolation, happy family, good news, victory. Very interesting. So just from looking at the tarot alone, I feel like, yes, they exist because this is the revelation of the spies. And this is messages, okay? And I think guys, this is very awkward, okay? I'm referencing a reading that I've done, but nobody can hear because I can see in the readings that I've done, the 2 readings that were sort of related to the subject. What I saw was that the financial, it is the finances that are going to lead to the discovery of who these people are. Okay, so in a way it's repeating this a little bit. Okay, it's saying something different and different. Let me lower this. Okay, so here we have offers of finances in isolation. The Hermit is a card of going inwards and working separately, not working in a group. So I feel like they may have gotten invitation and money to work separately. And this is an invitation to turn things around for Hillary. Okay, but then the future, it's like the country's happy, there's good news, and there's focus. Okay, and this is a Hillary upside down, the discovery of the spy and financial problems. So the isolation of financial problems leads to victory. I feel like essentially what we're looking at here is that they were recruited but with money in some way, but the money is also what was going to lead to, this is a message, meaning, I think, becoming known. Okay. Okay, so now let's add the other 4 different styles. And these days I'm not using the other second Lenormand. I don't think it's necessary. Just adds complication. Okay, so let me just just do this again. The moles in the Democratic Party to Russia, do they exist? Will they be revealed as a result of the Mueller investigation? As per the dossier. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Money, yeah, interesting. So money, the center of things, letter. Okay. Financial documents, values. Interesting. Public. So change, progress, key, family, loyalists, election. Interesting. Okay, so all right, so here let's look at this. Just looking at the different styles first, and then I have to remember I'm not going to look into them like this, just like this. Okay, so all right, so then we have here again money at the center, important document about the family or the group of people who are involved in this, and we have here the heart is money, and this becomes public. Now, I would think happy money. I think this is going to become public because again, there's a financial document here. Also here, document, money, change. So the document that relates to some sort of change or financial change, okay? This is the dog is loyalist, but also good people. Good people create change through an election. So I think essentially good people create a change through the election. Loyalists create a change through an election. I feel like there's going to be, essentially what I see from here is there's going to be a change. Okay, and this, I think I also say this because of what's underneath. I've seen this before, which is a happy country. Okay, focus, good focus. We focus now on this thing. And I feel like, yeah, it's financial issues related to, that is what is going to reveal, okay? The people who are the moles or whatever, okay? And news, invitation, important document. Yeah, so, all right, and then, okay, now let's do the Kipper cards. Okay, so, okay. I'm so glad I got the small tarot cards. It makes such a big difference. I think I like seeing all of them together. All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So then we have here center, interesting, people in high honors. Interesting. High honors is also recognition. Okay, so it could mean many things. Well, let's see. A long way. High honors. Okay. Oh. Journey, okay, interesting. Worry. You know, guys, I feel like it's interesting because it's saying that these are, well, fairly well-known people, I would think, okay? Interesting, military, very good. Okay, so let me just see here. Okay. Okay, so, all right, now just looking at the Kipper cards here, we have high honors or well-known and people in the high positions of power in the center. Okay, so it's people who have a long career. And then this is the FBI, guys. So FBI meaning, I mean, it could be other, I guess, law enforcement, but this is law enforcement. So um, the law's coming to them, okay? And then here, expectations, something coming within 3 months, but also that these people, this is the people who receive the invitation, are expecting, because they've done something a long way or for a long time, they are regretful, because here's the gloomy thoughts card, okay? Expectation, long way, gloomy thoughts. Essentially, they know that they've done something wrong a long time ago or for a long time. And so foreign influence within, in the scope of, well, foreign influence on people in high honors. And these people in high honors are worried. Let me just one more here. Yeah, unexpected money. So they're worried and there's money involved. Okay. Now, and they regret. Here, this is gloomy thoughts, meaning regrets. I see it as regrets in a way. Here is worry and regret, and because of meetings. So there were these meetings, and essentially here, expectation. They feel like within, or we could just read this as this. Let me just another card here. Yeah, little child. Look, they know that there's something tied to Trump that's going to happen within 3 months. Okay, and that the foreign influence is going to reveal the false person. Okay, so it's coming out. Everything is coming out, and they will be revealed alongside them. Okay. Yeah. And for some, I don't know, guys, I just want to say this. It's so weird. I'm getting Don Jr. a lot. I wonder if he knows too. For some reason, I don't know if it's because the meetings card came up, but there's something like I feel like you may know who these people might be. I know that I feel like I read that Jill Stein was CC'd or she communicated with him or something, so it's probably maybe along those lines. Jill Stein is not technically a Democrat, but you know what I mean, sort of along those lines. All right, so yeah, false person revealed through meetings. Interesting. Okay, now the last, which is the Italian cards, and it's funny. I feel like earlier today, I feel like, oh my god, I wasted 40 minutes or whatever. I'm like with no, I'm so angry. I'm angry, but it's like whatever. It's kind of annoying. But anyway, at least I understand the subject now. But okay, so just looking at it here, guys. Okay. Let's see. I could just, use the traditional. Let me plug in the microphone and see if there's a difference. But anyway, so let me just see this like this. I'm telling you cards, the people that are hidden. Moles, okay, revealed, okay. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so they received a letter. Okay. Money again. Okay, wow, twice. Negative letter. And then upset about something. Shady stuff they did in the past, okay? Meetings. Interesting because meetings twice. Yeah, the reunion, meaning an offer was made to them and it was financial. Shady offer that they could work as fake mates, okay? Solution. Interesting. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, guys, so here we have, this is like they receive right now, they're receiving bad news. The money led to bad news, and they're going to have a conversation. They had this meeting, and where there was like a discussion of something. There was something financial, and the money would come if they were fake servants, essentially fake maids. And this was done in the past or a long time ago, and they were messengers, okay? So this is exactly what it would be. And here we have that. It could also be that that this could be bad news, but also that they gave secret information or shady information as a result of whatever was offered in these meetings, and they saw it as a solution. But also here, that in the future, we have a solution that is about conversations with these messengers. So I wonder if in some ways, I think it's pretty clear that the government will talk to them. they have to go to the government. They will have a conversation about everything they've talked about, or that in the future looks very positive, meaning we found a solution. Okay, and I think we discussed the messaging, or there's something here, but it's interesting. Okay, let me now. I've already talked about these cards. Now let me, because it's funny, I don't see prison for them. But I wonder if they just want to talk. I don't know what the deal is here, but I feel like something. It's interesting. I don't know. Let's talk about it, okay? So I've already showed you the different styles of cards, and I'm gonna do one by one, okay? All right. So one we have here. This is a card of message, okay, an invitation or message. That's important. First, I pulled out this one, which is like, and there's an expectation that this is something's going to happen within 3 months. That's related to Trump, and something that came out of a meeting where a shady offer was made, okay? And there was an exchange, almost like a secret behind the scenes exchange. And then we have, it's financial. There's a document. I think there's a document. There are documents or communication. No, this is more like a document, a communication that came a long time ago that has been working for a while, and it's financial. So I would think that there are bank records of. So this is what it's funny because like I said, you can't. I'm like watching the reading. I could see the cards, but it's like it's not the same. I have to do it again. But essentially, that's what it said in the past. In the other readings, it said the same thing, that it's the financial documents that prove. Not necessarily, I don't know, it's not showing here that they're being tracked in terms of like their communications. Some of them do, but essentially, it's really the money that takes them down. Okay, so isolation or in solitude, they're working in solitude, not as a group. They're a group of almost like separate cells, I would think, okay, because they're working in solitude. They have regrets because they worked as fake mates, right? They were pretending to serve, but they were not serving. And it was a financial arrangement, and there are documents that prove this, okay? So on top of them, we have the Hillary upside down, their heart, or the values, to the foreign power. At heart, essentially what they're doing is to subvert whatever Hillary's goals were. And this could be spread negative messaging, but I think essentially they receive a negative letter as a result of this. Right now, it's on top of them. And this is echoed here, guys, at this very center. The spy card, okay, lots of money, people in power and high honors, and they're recovering. They have to deal with having received this letter. And I think it's either subpoena or something like that. Okay, I don't know exactly what it is, but something of that, like that. And then we have money problems, money issues, okay, becoming public. And suddenly they had a solution to their money problems. And these people are worried, okay? Worried, oh, this is because it came first, and then I pulled the second card. So essentially, I'm thinking, okay, worried about what? Because they can't explain the money, okay? So they used to not have very much money, then they had money, and this was done a long time ago, okay? Okay, and then in the future, like I said, it looks extremely positive. It's very interesting. So we have the country celebrating, family celebrating, good people, the exposure of fake people, and a solution, working together towards a solution. So I think as the country, and I'm getting here, this is a good message, change, law enforcement, conversation. So if I think of this as like, yeah, I feel like, guys, it's like the news that there's change and that these people have to talk to the government. They have to talk to the FBI in some way. It's not showing me, I think it's showing that there's revelation, okay? I don't know that it's not telling me exactly that they're going to go to jail, but I think essentially it could also just be the explanation of what has, this looks to me in a way also, but it's also a little bit about the past. Focus, winning the election. I feel it's almost like it's saying that the election is up right now. Everything works out. There's meetings, okay, and messengers. So So this is interesting, guys, because I feel like the outcome is fairly positive and people are revealed because of financial issues. And I think they talk. They have to talk to the government. They have to tell them what they know. And like, let me try to think here. What is that? What does this mean? That they messengers and message? I think I'm seeing people talk and they're saying, well, we had to have a very, it's about, and maybe this could also be Mueller's story, that he's saying that there was a concentrated effort here to win the election, and they had meetings to establish both the messengers and that the message would be consistent, right? Essentially attacking Hillary, okay, would be consistent. But yeah, I feel like the people are saying that we're not happy with what was happening anyway. We felt like this was a way out. We didn't expect it to be as bad as it is, as it turned out to be. I think they. Okay, let's see. You know, I want to just 3 more positions because I want to see again if. So it looks like they are revealed, and there's a solution. But I want to know what happens to them. What's the legal consequences to them? Okay, here, exposure, success, exposure of guilt through gifts, through the bouquet meaning a gift. So again, this idea that I think that the money stuff is what gets them in the end. Okay, let's see the tarot. Something in the middle of the night. The moon is like something. Here, painful ending. So something that happened in the middle of the night could create a painful ending. Okay, illusion. So yeah, this is stuff that's hidden, not come to the fore. Painful ending through illusions. I think, guys, this to me would indicate a sort of like, the whole scheme of misinformation, like all the stuff that's bullshit, like creating like illusions, right? And it's like the ending and all the stuff that you don't know the full story about. Okay, I think this is coming out, and I think essentially this would tell me that their role is to like really create the chaos and confusion. Okay, and then here we have gaining a lot of money, short illness, prison. Yeah, so the money that can't be explained, it's like this is the case, they can't get away from. They can't really explain this money. So I don't know if they could, they could go to jail, or it's like this establishes their guilt, because again, we have here the card of guilt. Where is it? Okay, right here. So yeah, so again, it's sort of a repetition of this, right? It's like the guilt through gifts, and here again, they can't do anything about it because of the money, and that's a card of guilt. I think, guys, essentially, I would refrain into like saying, oh, since it's going to actual prison. I don't know necessarily this means like, oh, prison, but it's like they're guilty in some way. It's yet to establish. I'm not obviously any law enforcement person, but let's see just the last Italian cards. Oh, attack. Okay, military. Oh, disgrazia to them. You deserve a bitch, whoever you are, bitches. Oh yeah, look. Wow, very interesting. You know what? I actually like this format, 333, not on top, but kind of like as a progression. It tells me a lot. So yeah, there was attacks. The war military comes to them in a way. There's disgrace. They're disgraced, hopefully, and it's revealed the mistakes they've made and who they are. Because I feel like this is very much a card that identifies people and identifies them as part of the group. It's like there's payback, bitches. Oh yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah. So okay, that's that. And I think they are revealed through financial documents. They can't the money is the thing they can explain away. They can claim whatever First Amendment, whatever they say, but essentially that's what gives it away. That it is not just kind of like I could say whatever I want. So there's financial, there's an arrangement here, okay? So I'm going to stop here, guys, okay? All right, bye.